Hey guys, David Torque here, and welcome back to the Torque Force channel. If you're watching this, or really anything on our channel, then I'd be willing to bet that you either have a Nintendo Switch, or that you're planning on buying one in the near future. One of the most appealing things about the Switch is its portability. Being able to get off the couch, take your console with you, and play your favorite games is really a luxury that a lot of us take for granted. While the Switch itself is amazing to travel with, you're completely limited to handheld play. The Switch has a sleek design that you can easily slip into your backpack, or pocket if you're a lunatic. But the Switch dock is much clunkier and more difficult to travel with. Its large and blocky design makes it much harder to easily slip into a backpack or travel bag. And don't even think about trying to carry that thing around in your pocket. Because of that, a lot of companies began developing their own iterations of the Switch dock, offering smaller, more travel-friendly solutions to Nintendo's dock. There's a problem with that though, and it's that the Switch has very specific power delivery specs. Unfortunately, many of these third-party docks don't follow the Switch's rigid standards, putting them at risk of actually bricking your Switch. Lots of people bought these third-party docks right out of the gate when the Switch originally came out, and unfortunately they found themselves with a brand new, broken Nintendo Switch. Now, I've been traveling a lot more lately, and while I love playing my Switch handheld, I realized that by the time I reached a hotel, or wherever my final destination was, I really wanted to be able to dock my Switch and play it on the big screen. That took me down the rabbit hole of third-party docks, where I happened across one Bob Wolf from the Wolf Den YouTube channel. Bob has several videos warning about the dangers of third-party Switch docks, and I quickly learned to avoid those. What really piqued my interest though was one particular video in which he modifies his official Switch dock with a Bastop dock shell. This mod fully replaces the shell of the official dock while fully using all the internal electrical components of the dock, meaning there's no risk of it bricking your Switch. I immediately knew this would be a perfect solution for me, but unfortunately Bastop doesn't appear to be selling their dock anywhere anymore. There are, however, several other replacement shell solutions, one of which might even provide a better solution than the Bastop dock. And that finally brings me to the topic of this video, the ExtremeRate Airy Docky. And real quick, before we do, I'd like to direct your all's attention to the subscriber button. The Torque Force is getting dangerously close to our goal of 1,000 subscribers. So if you're watching this video and haven't subscribed yet, I'd really appreciate it if you clicked that button and subscribed. It's free and it really helps our channel. Thanks a ton for your all support. Okay, shameless plug over, back to the video. The ExtremeRate Airy Docky is a complete shell replacement for the official Switch dock, and it works with both the original and OLED versions of the dock. It has a premium look, feel, and finish, and its compact size makes it easy to travel with. You know those side pockets in your backpack? The ones you're always wondering what to put in them? Well, the ExtremeRate dock easily fits in these pockets. In fact, you could fit the Switch charger and an HDMI cable as well, making this dock completely portable and travel friendly. The ExtremeRate Airy Docky comes in 4 colors, those being black, white, clear, or if you're a true gamer, clear with RGB LEDs. I opted to go with the black color because I think it looks the best. The replacement shell itself cost about $20, which in the grand scheme of things isn't too bad. Most of the untrustworthy third-party docks actually cost more than that, so it's really a cheaper and more reliable alternative if you're looking to modify an official dock that you already own. If you're looking to buy a whole new dock for this mod though, I'd have to recommend looking for a pre-owned OEM dock on eBay. You can oftentimes find these going for around $20 to $25, which really is a great deal considering the price that Nintendo typically sells them for. I actually managed to find a pre-owned dock and charger for only $25 total, so I definitely recommend checking eBay first if you're in the market for a new dock. So once you've got the ExtremeRate's Airy Docky and a Switch dock in your hands, you have everything you need to do the mod. You might be wondering what tools you need for the mod, and good news. ExtremeRate actually sends all the necessary tools to you as part of the kit itself. They also send a couple of replacement ribbon cables and a USB extension to give the dock a more ergonomic and organized feel when it comes to the dock and cable positions. If you're anything like me, you look at all these Nintendo YouTubers doing crazy mods to their system and you think, yeah, I could totally do that, only to find out it's much more difficult than you bargained for, leading to you inevitably breaking your console or giving up before the breaking point. Well, rest assured when I tell you, this mod is not like that. On a scale from 1 to 10 in difficulty, I'd have to give this mod a 2. It's super easy. Just a shell replacement which requires unscrewing some stuff, unplugging ribbon cables, and popping parts into place. If I could do it, you could definitely do it. Honestly, the only difficult part for me was the LED cable because it didn't really seem like there was an exact spot that it was supposed to fit. That said, there's a very detailed tutorial that you can find on YouTube, and it shows a step-by-step assembly of this mod. If you follow the steps in that video, then you're guaranteed to succeed. So once you finish building the ExtremeRate dock, what's next? Well, use it of course. Since I'm primarily planning on using this dock when I travel, most of the time it'll be in my backpack. But I really wanted to get a feel for how this dock functions, so I switched it out with my normal dock for a bit so I could really get a feel for its functionality. First impressions of this dock are really strong. Firstly, it looks great. It really has a premium look, feel, and finish, and the cable layout is perfect. Visually, the dock's quality is the exact same as the official Switch dock, which makes sense because really it is just the Switch dock in a smaller shell. The dock itself has a series of springs around the USB-C port just like the official dock. This gives the USB-C some give, making it less likely to break or damage your Switch. Similarly, the dock has a couple of rubber pads which also prevent your Switch from being damaged. This dock really pays attention to detail with little things like this, and as a consumer, I really appreciate the fact that ExtremeRate considers the end user and the value of the Switch, unlike a lot of third-party companies whose products might risk physically damaging your Switch with nicks or scratches. Ironically, even the official Switch dock has been known to damage the Switch, as many people ended up with scratches on the edges of their screens caused by docking and undocking their Switch over time. And that's another thing you don't have to worry about with the ExtremeRate dock. Since there's nothing that touches your screen when it's docked, there's no way you could possibly damage the screen. Unless you go and pull a Wii Sports on it by accidentally throwing your controller at the screen because you weren't wearing your wrist strap. All in all, the ExtremeRate dock is a great modification of the official Switch dock, and I mostly only have positive things to say about it. If you go to the review section in Amazon, you'll also primarily see positive reviews. Really, the only negative thing that I can think of with this dock is that sometimes you have to hold it down when undocking your Switch. Due to the ExtremeRate dock's small size and slightly lighter weight, when you go to pull your Switch off the dock, sometimes the dock will come with you. It's really only an occasional and minor inconvenience though, and it doesn't change anything regarding the value that this dock brings to the table. So what do you think? Do you think that the ExtremeRate's Airy Docky is a good solution to the original Switch dock's travel-averse design? Do you think that ExtremeRate's is a better alternative to a third-party Switch dock that might risk bricking your Switch? Let me know in the comments below. Also, I know this was a different type of video than the ones we typically release on this channel, so I'd love your feedback on it. Did you enjoy the video? Would you be interested in watching other videos about obscure Switch hardware or mods? Definitely let me know in the comments. If you did enjoy the video, we'd really appreciate it if you gave it a like or shared it with others who you think might also like it. It'll really help the channel out. Regardless of what you do though, we appreciate your time and we really hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks a ton for watching, and we hope to see you again in a future Torque Force video. So now, without further ado, have a great rest of your day, and goodbye.
Hear me scream, I'm here to break your streamer. Hoggus, hear me scream, I'm here to break your streamer.